Have you ever felt like something in your life is shifting, like you're waking up to a completely new way of seeing yourself in the world? Maybe you've started questioning everything, your beliefs, your purpose, even your own identity. If that sounds familiar, you might be going through a spiritual awakening, a journey that's not linear but unfolds in powerful stages. In this video, we're breaking down the 5 stages of spiritual awakening, from the deep unconscious state to full alignment with your true self. Each stage brings new challenges, insights, and transformations. But where do you stand right now? Are you stuck in the ego's grip, or have you already started stepping into your higher awareness? By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of your current stage and what comes next. So stick around, because once you recognize where you are, your entire reality could shift. Let's dive in. At the very beginning of a spiritual awakening, a person is completely immersed in their ego-driven reality. This means they go through life without truly questioning their thoughts, emotions, or reactions. Everything feels automatic, like a script that has already been written. They believe their thoughts and feelings define who they are, without realizing that these are just temporary experiences, not their true self. In this stage, people often feel like life is happening to them rather than something they have control over. Their emotions, whether it's an anger, frustration, or sadness, dictate their actions, and they react impulsively to situations instead of choosing how to respond. This creates a cycle where past wounds and traumas continue to shape their experiences, reinforcing the belief that they have no real power over their destiny. The ego, which is the voice in our heads that constantly seeks validation and control, is at full force in this phase. It keeps a person trapped in patterns of defensiveness, fear, and negativity, making it difficult to see beyond their immediate emotions. Instead of seeing life as an open field of possibilities, it feels like a pre-written script where they are just playing a role. This limited perception prevents them from understanding their deeper nature, keeping them stuck in an unconscious state, until something happens that sparks the desire to wake up and break free from the illusion. At this stage, understanding other people becomes difficult because everything is seen through the lens of personal experiences and beliefs. Instead of seeing others as they truly are, a person projects their own emotions, fears, and assumptions onto them. This creates a distorted view of reality, making it hard to form deep, meaningful connections. During this phase, the ego is in full control, making it almost impossible to separate personal identity from the outside world. A person may believe that their thoughts and feelings are the absolute truth, unaware that they are simply interpretations shaped by past experiences. This deep attachment to the ego keeps them trapped in unconscious patterns, repeating the same emotional cycles without realizing it. However, the first step towards spiritual awakening is recognizing this illusion. The moment a person begins to question their automatic thoughts and reactions, they open the door to a deeper understanding of themselves and life. This realization is the foundation for developing greater self-awareness and forming a stronger connection with the deeper aspects of the human experience. It is the starting point of true transformation. As someone continues on their spiritual awakening journey, they eventually reach a powerful and life-changing stage called ego death. This is a moment of deep transformation where the ego, the sense of self based on personal identity and past experiences, begins to break down. Everything that once defined a person, such as gender, age, race, cultural background, and personal beliefs, starts to lose its grip. However, ego death is not a physical death. Instead, it is the dissolution of deeply ingrained beliefs about who we think we are. It's the realization that the story we have told ourselves, the roles we play, the labels we carry, does not truly define our essence. This process wipes away old perspectives about life, God, and religion, creating a feeling of emptiness and detachment. It can feel unsettling, but it is actually an opening to something much greater, a deeper understanding of existence beyond the limitations of the ego. What emerges from this stripping away of the ego is an internal space, a separation between the subjective self and the observer self. In the unconscious stage, this observer self was obscured, but now it becomes more apparent. The individual starts to comprehend that they are not solely the thoughts, emotions, and identity associated with the ego. Ego death brings forth an awareness of the observer self, the part that quietly observes and experiences life without being entangled in the narratives of the ego. The individual begins to recognize that the ego is not the true self. It is a construct formed by societal conditioning, personal experiences, and learned behaviors. This stage prompts a fundamental shift in perspective, opening the door to a deeper understanding of the self. The journey through ego death is about recognizing the illusion of the ego, understanding that the story one tells themselves is not the core of their existence. It signifies a transition towards a more profound self-awareness, paving the way for further exploration into the layers of consciousness and the nature of reality. Moving beyond ego death, the spiritual awakening journey enters the phase known as the search. During this stage, individuals embark on a quest for understanding, seeking what is commonly referred to as the truth. The search involves a deep exploration of existential questions, a desire to unravel the mysteries of one's existence. In the search phase, individuals often turn to various sources for guidance. They may engage with spiritual literature, seek wisdom from spiritual teachers, and immerse themselves in videos exploring profound ideas. The motivation behind this quest is a sincere desire to grasp the essence of who they are, why they were born, the meaning of life, and the nature of God. This search is not merely an intellectual pursuit, it is a heartfelt exploration fueled by a genuine longing for clarity and purpose. The individual delves into spiritual practices such as meditation, contemplation, prayer, or channeling, driven by an inner urge to connect with a higher understanding. As they navigate through this stage, individuals may find solace in spiritual teachings that resonate with their evolving awareness. Reading becomes a pathway to enlightenment, with each insight bringing a sense of lightness and connection. This phase is marked by an eagerness to absorb knowledge that aligns with the emergent understanding of self and the universe. As the spiritual awakening journey progresses, individuals reach a crucial juncture marked by the emergence of the authentic self. This stage is characterized by a profound shift away from pretense and the conscious acknowledgement of one's true nature. In the emergence of the authentic self, the individual reaches a point where the facade they may have presented to the world begins to crumble. Pretending becomes increasingly challenging, and a sense of discomfort arises when trying to conform to societal expectations that no longer resonate with the evolving sense of self. This phase often unveils the individual's genuine essence, akin to the self they were before societal conditioning influenced them. It's a return to the authenticity often observed in childhood, a time when societal expectations had yet to mold and shape the individual's identity. During this stage, there is a heightened awareness of what genuinely aligns with the inner self. Unbalanced relationships, occupations that don't resonate, and pursuits that no longer serve the authentic self begin to fall away. The individual feels an increasing inability to suppress their true voice and an unwillingness to compromise on their genuine desires. In many instances, this stage involves significant life changes. Jobs may be left, relationships reevaluated, and living situations altered to align with the emerging authenticity. This period can be marked by a sense of upheaval, as the old energy that no longer resonates is shed, making space for the influx of new energy. In the final stage of the spiritual awakening journey, individuals transition into a life of alignment. This phase signifies a harmonious integration of every aspect of oneself with the surrounding world. It goes beyond the emergence of the authentic self and extends into a profound connection with all facets of existence. Living a life of alignment involves a deep understanding and connection with oneself. the soul, the mind, and the body. There's a compassionate acceptance of one's limitations and a forgiving embrace of the imperfections that make up the individual essence. This phase involves becoming the nurturer for oneself, being the supportive parent one may have needed earlier in life. It is a journey towards unconditional self-love, fostering an environment of understanding and kindness within. As this self-love deepens, it naturally extends towards others, fostering compassion in interpersonal relationships. A life of alignment is not limited to the human realm. It extends to a broader connection with the world. Individuals realize their interconnectedness with nature, the trees, plants, animals, the air, the earth, and even inanimate objects. This interconnectedness becomes a lived reality rather than a mere conceptual understanding. While a life of alignment acknowledges the beauty and light in existence, it also encompasses a compassionate acknowledgement of the darker aspects. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who might be going through their own spiritual awakening, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any powerful insights on spirituality, energy shifts, and personal transformation. Turn on notifications so you're always updated. We're constantly bringing you deep and life-changing content. Now tell me, which stage of spiritual awakening do you feel you're in? Have you experienced any of these shifts in your own journey? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Thank you for being here and for walking this path of self-discovery and enlightenment. Remember, your awakening is unique and every stage is a step closer to your true self.